Hello everybody, Brad Seavers here from SeaversRacing.com. You can follow us at Brad Seavers Racing on Facebook, Seavers Racing on Instagram and Twitter, and Seavers Racing on YouTube. Welcome to our first episode of the Nuts and Bolts of Racing by Brad Seavers. Today I'd like to talk about brake setup. Now, brake setup is very important. In your race car, you see that crank a lot of guys have in there? That's called the brake bias control. When I start out a race, I'm always in the middle. I always start out in the middle. I have 16 turns, and I always start out at 8. 8 to the front, 8 to the rear. That way I'm always in the middle. So how I determine that is when we're here at the shop, I use these gauges. So I'll set my brake bias control in the middle and I'll push on the pedal. As I push on the pedal, these gauges go up while you're sitting in the shop. And you can determine how much pressure there really is to the front or rear. Now you can make those adjustments very easily on the master cylinder. But if you want more front or back and you don't have it when you put it in the brake bias control, you can make changes. And I'll show you how to do that. On our master cylinders, on this master cylinders, you have your front and rear master cylinder, you have a push rod. On these push rods, you can adjust these to the front or to the back so you can take pressure away or add pressure. That's how we make changes to our brake controls. And if you have any opinions on how you make changes, feel free to email us at seaversracing@gmail.com. Now on these gauges, you can pick these up from many different places. They have an adapter that you can use for different size calipers. You can pick them up just about anywhere. They're a real good tool to have here in the shop. You can follow us, Brad Seavers Racing on Facebook, Seavers Racing on Instagram and Twitter, Seavers Racing on YouTube.
Uncle Brad, can you take us to the races?
I'm Brad Seavers, and I'm living the dream.